This tradition, that means the transference of merits to departed relatives, this one pre-Buddhistic thing. Even before Buddha's time, the people, we can read, when we read the Vedas, you can see the people, for their ancestors, departed relatives, they had done so many things for them on behalf of the departed relatives. They did yaga and homa and sacrifice a lot of animals and things on behalf of their departed relatives. Normally in Pali, we use peta for departed relatives. The translation we in English translated as ghost, and the Sanskrit word is preta. This peta derived from preta, preta, per ether. We can divide that word to two parts, per and ether. The meaning is gone, gone or departed. And according to the Buddhism, there are panchagati. Pancha means 5, gati means planes or realms. And the first one is niraya, hell in English, and number 2 is tirachana, animal world. Number 3 is pettivisaya, spirit world. Number 4 is manussa, loka or human world. Last one is deva, loka, deva world. Those are the pancha gati, the 5 realms. And this Kuddaka Nikaya, there are 2 books. One is called Vimanavattu, the other one called Petavattu. The Vimanavattu explain the mentions of the God. The people who live in this human world, they do good deeds, wholesome deeds. Then, according to that good karma, they can be born in the heaven as devas. Then that Petavattu explain the mentions of the devas and also explains what good karmas they have done to born in Deva world. There are 51 stories in Vimanavattu, and Petavattu explain the other side. If someone does bad deeds or unwholesome deeds, then be born in hell or niraya or Peta world. And that Vimanavattu explains 85 stories in Petavattu, 85 stories in Petavattu and 51 stories in Vimanavattu. And this Tirokuda Sutta gives us a good idea of how departed relatives suffer in the Niraya and also in the Pettivisaya or Peta world. And also how they can be helped, or rather how they can help themselves. The Tirokuda Sutta explains that. And also most familiar section of this sutta is always we recite Idamme Jnatinang Hotu, Sukhita Hontu Jnatayo. This stanza, only 2 lines. Idamme Jnatinang Hotu or Idang Wo Jnatinang Hotu. Sometimes some people recite Idang Me Jnatinang Hotu, some people Idang Wo Jnatinang Hotu. Even you can see in the books, sometimes you can find it as Me or Wo. Me is singular, me, my. Wo means our, plural. Me, my relatives, and Wo Jnati means our relatives. And this verse number 4, verse number 4, idame ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. The meaning is, let this be for my relatives, these merits, let be my relatives, and may they receive and may they enjoy, and may they be well and happy. That's the meaning of that two lines. And verse number 5 and 6, that the departed by rejoicing in the gift from the living, blessed the latter in return. They blessed to living relations, living relatives. When they receive the merits and they enjoy and return, they bless to living beings, living relatives. And according to Kathavattu commentary, Kathavattu is the one book of Abhidhamma Pitaka. According to Kathavattu commentary, clearly reject the view of ghosts benefit by the very same physical items offered in their names. No, we offer physical food and drinks, clothes and many things, but no point. They can't receive. There's a stanza in that idea explains, hattena hattang te dinnang namayang upakappati. By hand, if you give something to me, I can't receive those things. Hattena hattang te dinnang namayang upakappati. I can't receive the physical things. And also that Kathavattu commentary explains, when the departed relatives or spirits, when they see the relatives doing these offerings and doing meritorious deeds on behalf of them, they can see the activity and they can be happy. That happiness change their life, change their misery life. That's the Kathavattu commentary explains. And that explains, nanu peta attano attaya danang dentang anumodenti chittang pasadenti piting uppadenti somanasang patilabanti. The ghost or spirit, the departed relatives, spiritual change occur when they greatly rejoice and become happy on seeing the offerings made in their names. Here explain, danam dentang anumodenti. Anumodenti means rejoice. Seeing that they rejoice, and chittang pasadenti, gladden their mind, and piting uppadenti, their delight, and somanasam patilabanti, they gain the happiness. That's the meaning. And I would like to read the background story of this Tirokudda Sutta. This one, the fifth story of Petavattu. The story of the Petas outside the wall. And Tirokudda means outside the wall. Tirokudda. While the teacher or the Buddha was living at Rajagaha, he told this story. 92 circles ago, there was a city called Kasipuri. In that place, King Jayasena was reigning. His queen was called Sirima. Jayasena is queen. Sirima is a queen. Their son Pussa attained supreme enlightenment. Now King Jayasena displayed pride, thinking, since my son, who is born as a Buddha, has made the great renunciation, I alone have the Buddha I alone have Dhamma, I alone have Sangha. All the time, he alone was in attendance upon him and gave no opportunity to others. The three young brothers of the Blessed One, born of a different mother, thought, the Buddha indeed are born for the benefit of the whole world, not for the sake of just one person. Now our Father gives no opportunity to others. How now can we serve the Blessed One and the Sangha? Come alone, let us perform the plan or tactic. So they caused a disturbance, as it were, on the borderland. Then the king, when he heard about this disturbance, sent for these three sons to calm the border. They did so, and upon their return, the king, in his pleasure, granted them a boon, saying, "Take whatever you wish." They said, "We wish to wait upon the Blessed One." The king, denying this, said, "Take something else." They replied, "We do not care for anything else." The king said, "Well, you can take your choice." They approached the Blessed One and said, "Reverend Sir, we wish to serve the Blessed One 3 months. Let the Blessed One consent to spend with us for 3 months the retreat of the rainy season." The Blessed One accepted. The three sons personally sent a written message to the man appointed over the province, saying, "During these 3 months we must serve the Blessed One, beginning with monastery, provide all his needs." Then they served with due honor the Blessed One and the order of monks. When they, as rulers of the province, had dedicated the monastery, they observed the retreat of the rainy season. One of them, a royal treasurer, the son of a householder, a believer, together with his wife, found faith. He duly gave a donation to the order of monks at whose head was the Buddha. The man who was set over the province followed his example, and with 11,000 people dispatched gifts with all due honor. On that occasion, some people were offended in heart, having hindered contributions. They themselves ate the gifts and burned with fire the dining hall. After the king's sons with their retinue had honored the Blessed One and offered him farewell, they went directly to their father. Upon his return, the Blessed One attained Nibbana or Parinibbana. The king's sons and the men set over the province and the royal treasurer in the course of time died, and with the multitude were reborn in heaven. But the people who were offended in heart were reborn in hell. Thus 92 circles passed by, as these two states of persons were reborn respectively from heaven to heaven and from hell to hell. Then in that auspicious circle, at the time of the blessed Kassapa, Buddha Kassapa, the people who were offended in heart were reborn among the Petas. They released from the hell and they born as Petas. At the time, men themselves would give a gift for the benefit of their Petha kinsman and indicate, let this be for our relatives. Thereupon the Pethas received happiness. Then these Pethas too noticed this, and having approached Buddha Kassapa and asked him, how, now, Venerable Sir, can we too attain such bliss? The Blessed One said, at this time you cannot attain it, but in time to come, there will be a universal Buddha named Gautama. In the time of that Blessed One, there will be a king named Bimbisara, who 92 circles from now will be a kinsman unto you. He will give a gift to the Buddha and attribute the credit to you. Then you will attain blessedness. Now, when this was spoken, it was as though one had said to those Pethas, tomorrow you shall receive. Tomorrow. Then the second part is the Tirokudda Sutta, this Buddha's time, Buddha Gautama's time, and also King Bimbisara. Then after this Buddha interval had passed, the Blessed One was born unto us in the world. The three princes too, with 1,000 men, passed from the world of the Devas and were reborn in the kingdom of Magadha in Brahmin families. In course of time, having given up the worldly life, the three became ascetics with matted hair, lived at Mount Gaya. I think you know those three ascetics, Uruvela Kassapa, Gaya Kassapa, and Nadi Kassapa, those three Brahmins. The man set over the province became King Bimbisara. The royal treasurer, the son of a householder, became a society leader by the name of Visakha. His wife became the daughter of a guild leader and was known as Dhammadinna. But the rest of the multitude were reborn as attendants of the king. Now our Blessed One, reborn in the world, at the end of 7 weeks came to Benares or Varanasi, where he set rolling the wheel of Dhamma or Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the first sermon. He instructed the three ascetics after he had begun with a group of 5 and obtained as many as 1,000 followers. Then he approached to Rajagaha and established King Bimbisara in the fruits of the first way together with 11 groups of Brahmins and laymen dwelling in Anga and Magadha. I think you know this King Bimbisara is the first person who built a monastery and offered to the Buddha called Veluvanarama. The Pethas, however, surrounded the house thinking, now the king will ascribe a gift to our credit. As the king gave a donation, he thought only, where now, I wonder, may the Blessed One be dwelling. Accordingly, he did not ascribe the credit to the gift to anyone. Thus, since the Pethas who had not received a donation were without hope, they uttered during the night dreadful outcry at the king's residence. The agitated king told the Blessed One at daybreak of what had occurred and asked, did you hear a noise like that, Venerable Sir? I wonder now what may happen to me. The Blessed One replied, do not fear, great king. no evil will be befall you, but prosperity will come your way. Now, verily, these are your kinsmen who have been reborn among the Petas. For one Buddha interval, they have been wandering about, yearning just for this. He will bestow upon the Buddha a gift and ascribe to us its merit. Yesterday, when you presented a gift, you made no transfer of credit. Consequently, they have lost hope and uttered outcry. The king said, "How now, venerable sir, could they obtain what is given as a gift?" The Buddha said, "Indeed they can, great king." The king said, "Then, reverend sir, let the Blessed One accept my invitation for tomorrow. I shall transfer to them the virtue of the gift." The Blessed One agreed. Then the king had a generous dana prepared and had the time announced to the Blessed One, who came to the royal palace. The Petas came thinking, "Today we shall get something," and stood outside the walls and fences. The Blessed One then brought it about that every one of them became visible to the king. As the ruler gave water to wash in, he ascribed to them the merit with the words, "Let this be for my kinsman." Instantly there came to existence for the Petas lotus ponds full of lotuses and water lilies. They bathed and drank there, and alleviated of their sufferings from distress, fatigue, and thirst, they became gold-colored. The king handed out rice gruel and solid and soft food made over the merit of the gift. In a moment there came into being for them other, even they were foods, of which they joyfully partook. The king made the donation of clothes and dwellings and made over the merit of the gift. There came into existence for them, they were clothes, they were mansions and couches, covers, and ornaments. The Blessed One so resolved that all this bliss of theirs should be manifest to the king, who, seeing this, was very much pleased. Then the Blessed One, having eaten the bean invited, in order to thank King Bimbisara, told the story of the Petas outside the wall. These stanzas. The meaning, I think you can see the meaning. The first one, they stand outside the walls and at the open spaces and at the crossroads. They are standing at the doorposts, having gone to their own house. That's the meaning, first one. Number two, although abundant food and drink, hard and soft, are served, no one needs these beans because of their acts. They who are compassionate give their kinsmen at the proper time pure, excellent, suitable food and drink with the words, "Let this be for our kinsmen, let the relatives be blessed." Number four, and these coming together there, the departed spirits of the kinsmen who have assembled greatly rejoice at the abundant food and drink, saying, "Long live our kinsmen, through whom we receive piety has been shown us, and the givers are not without reward." Number six, for there is no ploughing there, nor is cow herding found there, nor is there trading there are here, no commerce with gold. With gifts from here, the Petas, the dead in the other world, maintain themselves as water rain on the highest floors down to the low ground. Even so, the gifts hence given supports the Petas. Just as full streams of water fill the ocean, even so the gift hence given supports the Petas. My kinsfolk and companions, each one gave to me, worked for me. May each one give gifts to the Petas, remembering what was done in their past. Number 10. For mere weeping or grief or any other lamentation is of no help or benefit. All this is of no help to the departed person. Such a practice have the kinsmen. Number 11. But indeed this gift which is given and well established in the community with immediate effect serves a long time for the benefit of the departed. Now this is the duty defined for kinsmen to the Petas. Moreover, high piety has been paid and strength has been bestowed upon the monks. No little good has been pursued by you. At the end of the discourse, insight into Dhamma was received by 84,000 people whose understanding began, as it were, from the incident of rebirth in the realm of Petas. Their hearts were stirred with praise, and they made earnest efforts. On the following day, the Blessed One taught the Deva and men the same discourse of outside the wall. Thus, for as long as 7 days, there was such a conversion as this to Dhamma. That's a story. I found one sutta in the Anguttara Nikaya. This books number 10, books 10, sutta number 177. The title is Janusoni. This Janusoni is a Brahmin. He has done so many spiritual things. He wanted to transfer messages to departed relatives, and once he went to the Buddha and asked whether they can receive or not. Then the sutta explained the Buddha's idea how they can receive or not. I think this one is very important. Better I will read this one. Then the Brahmin Janusoni approached the Blessed One and exchanged greetings with him. When they had concluded their greetings and cordial talk, he sat down to one side and said to the Blessed One, Master Gautama, we Brahmins give gifts and perform the meritorial rites for the dead. With the thought, let our gift be of benefit to our departed relatives and family members. Let our departed relatives and family members partake of our gift. Can our gift, Master Gautama, actually be of benefit to our departed relatives and family members? Can our departed relatives and family members actually partake of our gift? On a right occasion, Brahmin, it can be of benefit, not on a wrong occasion. Right occasion can receive, but a wrong occasion can't receive. Buddha's reply. But Master Gautama, what is right occasion and what is wrong occasion? Here, Brahmin, some people destroys life, takes what is not given, engages in sexual misconduct, speaks falsehood, speaks divisively, speaks harshly, indulges in idle chatter. He is full of longing, has a mind of ill will, and holds wrong view. These are unwholesome deeds. by body, words and mind. With the breakup of the body after death, he is reborn in hell. He sustains himself and subsists there on the food of the hell beings. This is a wrong occasion when the gift is not of benefit to one living there. Petas. Not petas. The beings in hell. Then the number 2, someone else destroys life so forth and holds wrong view. With the breakup of the body after death, he is reborn in the animal realm. He sustains himself and subsists there on the food of animals. This too is a wrong occasion when the gift is not of benefit to one living there, animal realm. Then number 3 is still another sustain from the destruction of life so forth. After death, he is reborn in companionship with this one the different. Still another abstain from the destruction of life, doing good deeds, from taking what is not given, doing the wholesome deeds. That one born in as a human being. Also Buddha said, he sustains himself and subsists there on the food of human beings. This too is a wrong occasion when the gift is not of benefit to one living there. And number 4 is with the breakup of the body after death, he is reborn in companionship with the devas. You know that the first and second group, they when they do unwholesome deeds, born as in hell and also animal world. Doing good deeds, born as a human and also deva. But those 4 groups can't receive what we offered. Then the 5th one, Buddha said, is still another destroy life, so forth, and holds wrong view, the last one. With the break up of the body after death, he is reborn in the sphere of afflicted spirits, Peta world. He sustains, the Pali term is Petti Visaya, afflicted spirits. He sustains himself and subsists there on the food of afflicted spirits, or else he sustains himself there on what is friends, companions, relatives, or family members in this world offer to him. This is a right occasion when the gift is of benefit to one living there. That's the one. Then he asks again, but Master Gautama, who partake of the gift if that deceased relatives or family members has not been reborn in that place? Other departed relatives of family members who have been reborn in that place partake of gift. He asks, if not any relatives of our to receive the merits, then who take or receive the merits? Then Buddha said, not only those, but we don't know. So many our relatives may be in the hell or Petti we say they can receive. Then Buddha said, over this long stretch of time in samsara, Brahmin, it is impossible and inconceivable for that place to be devoid of one's departed relatives and family members. Further, for the donor too is not fruitless. Then he asks again, does Master Gautama posit the value of giving even on the wrong occasion? Brahmin, I posit the value of giving even on the wrong occasion. Here Brahmin, someone destroy life takes what is not given. The Buddha explained, if you do bad deeds, but you offer offerings to the monks and Brahmins and doing meritorious deeds or good deeds, then what happened to that one? Then Buddha said, those are born as an animal like elephant or horse or cattle or dogs. And they can gain food, drink and all those things due to their merits. And the Buddha said, still another, abstain from the destruction of life, from taking what is not given, from sexual misconduct, from false speech, so forth. And he gives an ascetic or Brahmin food and drink, clothing and a vehicle, garlands, scents and unguents, bedding, dwellings and lighting. With the break up of the body after death, he is reborn in companionship with human beings. There he gains the 5 objects of human sensual pleasure. And also doing good deeds, some people born in heaven or Deva world, Buddha said, there he gains the 5 objects of celestial sensual pleasures. That way Buddha explained. You can transfer or you can give something, and but they can't receive, like born in the hell, born as an animal, and also human being and as a deva, but can receive the beings as spirits or peti visaya. And also if you offered on behalf of your relatives, if they are not in the hell or peti visaya, then there are many other our previous lives departed relatives they can receive. If not fruitless your merits. And also as a return, like when you born as an animal, you can have the food and drinks and those things, and also human being, and as a deva can receive the benefits. Explain this sutta. Do you have any questions to ask? Then we can terminate. I think last year I explained the same story, like the story Venerable according to the Ullambana, Venerable Moggallana, when he attained enlightenment, he saw his mother was suffering in the hell, then reported to the Buddha, and Buddha said, you can release her doing meritorious deeds, offer dana, and he released his mother. And the same story we can find in Petavattu, similar. Venerable Sariputta's mother, not this time, 5 lifetimes before, also was done bad deeds, then was born in the hell, and also born again in Peta world. Then the Venerable Sariputta arranged dana, help of this Kimbimbisara. Then she also released from the Peti Visaya and appeared as a Devata, like a deity. You can read that story also. Any questions? No? Okay, we have to transfer minutes. Okay, now we are going to transfer merits to departed relatives. Merits means good thoughts. We have done so many good deeds today. You came to the library and first observe 5 precepts, practicing Sila, and also we offered offerings to the Buddha, the candles, incense, flowers, fruits, and food, all the offerings we offered. And also we recollected Buddha Dhamma Sangha, the qualities of Buddha Dhamma and Sangha, and we recited suttas and also practiced loving kindness meditation and listening to Dhamma talk. And doing these things with a pure mind accrued a lot of merits. Now we can transfer merits to our departed relatives. You can think your departed mother, father, and we wish may they receive these merits, may they enjoy these merits, and due to these merits, may no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them, may they always meet with success, happiness, and they can release if they are in the misery place, they can release them, and finally may they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Thinking that I pour water. Yathavari vaha pura pariporenti sagarang evameva ito dinnang petanang upakappati unname udakang vattang yatha ninnang pavattati evameva ito dinnang petanang upakappati Uchitang pattitang tuihang kippameva samijjatu sabbe purentu citta sankappa Chando panna rasi yatha manijoti raso yatha sadhu sadhu